So I was thinking about sales, and I looked at these stats a year ago for a presentation I was doing, and I went back and looked today. And this isn't like a massive national Canadian statistical study. This is Shane Gibson, so bear with me. But I went into Indeed and a number of other platforms and looked at jobs posted. So the term sales in general, if you go into Indeed.com, there's about 31,000 jobs posted. There's 6,000 sales manager jobs, 4,000 business development jobs, and a total opportunities of about 42,000 on there. So those are unfilled sales positions. A year ago, there were 98,000 open positions, and that number was similar for the previous 3 years. So we've seen a drop of open positions. So that says something, right? But what's interesting, though, is a bit of a dichotomy, because if I talk to my clients, what I've seen for them is, yeah, there's fewer positions posted, but what I'm seeing is they're better paying positions, but they're staying open longer. So I've got clients who are looking for account executives and business-to-business sales professionals and enterprise sales professionals, and these positions are staying open for 90 to 120 days or more, where they're not finding the right people to plug in. They get lots of applications, but it's really not the right talent. So what we have, in my opinion, is there's a talent and a competency gap occurring in the marketplace from a sales perspective. Is that, yes, there's a lot of people who are willing to sell or get involved in the industry, but there's a talent or a core competency gap. And part of it is sales has significantly changed, or consumers changed, and how they interact with us has changed. And a lot of individuals and organizations just haven't adjusted yet. So some stats from McKinsey, I won't read the whole thing here, but what they said is that by 2025, 80% of B2B sales interactions between suppliers and buyers will occur in digital channels. Another study, this is actually Gartner, sorry, and another study by McKinsey recently published shows, and the question is, many people ask me this question after the pandemic, is are we going to go back to selling the way we used to? And most salespeople and sales leaders are like to their salespeople, okay, get out the door. Go out there and meet with clients, get face to face, let's go do business like we used to. But what we're finding is statistically, McKinsey's studies show that about a third of buyers don't want to talk to us. Business to business buyers, making 5 and 6 figure decisions, want to self-serve through a platform. Now, another 30% or third of buyers said, I want to actually engage your company primarily through platforms and digital channels with a human assist. I want someone to parachute into the final hour and answer questions and be that value-added advisor, but I don't want them showing up at my office and pitching me, and I don't want them calling me and trying to do transactions on the phone. Like, I want to drive this. And then about a third actually said, yeah, please come back to my office. I want to meet another human being, and I like that type of selling. And so when someone says, should I have a hybrid, should I have an online sales team? Should we be remote? Should we go platform? Should we go in person? It's another answer is yes. Is that today the marketplace demands flexibility. They demand a hybrid sales culture in your organization if you want to really meet the full demand. So this is another thing that's occurred. I pulled this from a McKinsey study. I tried to dig up a more recent one, but they haven't, so I did the more recent one myself. In other words, they did some studies around how many channels your average business-to-business buyer is using to assess and interact with potential vendors. So in 2016, when they first did this particular study, they found that there was about 5 channels: email, in-person, phone, supplier website, e-procurement portals, and I don't know how they missed it, but I would say that even in 2016, who would agree that probably social media and social platforms already were very relevant at that time. So I'd say there was 6. By 2019, it was 7.5, right? We start to see people looking at email, in-person, phone, supplier websites, procurement departments, mobile apps, trade shows, and then social media again, in my opinion. And then by 2021, it was really like a 10-channel universe for most buyers. They were engaging and learning about us on multiple platforms. Fast forward today, 2024, I think it's more like 20 plus channels. So if you're wondering, why can't I concentrate these days? Part of it is we're all living on 20 channels. It's a lot of different places to be. And as I went through these, it kind of scared me because I thought, yeah, I'm actually interacting on most of these channels with my customers at any given time. So yeah, it's email, in-person, conferences, phone, and let me go to the next slide here, which will give it a bit of a blow up.